We will quickly go into the third semi-final. As you already know, we finished 2 semi-finals. We know for sure that there are 4 teams, and we know the names of the 4 teams who will come to Navi Mumbai for the national final in the undergraduate cohort for the National Financial Literacy Quiz 2025. These are the 2 teams from each semi-final, 1 and 2, who won outright. There may be a couple of teams there who are teams number 9 or 10, but we will not know that until all 4 semi-finals are done. For now, we are going to find out the next 2 teams who will qualify directly into the national final of the undergraduate cohort. And for that, I'm going to invite up on stage the teams which were ranked 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, and 23 in the proctored round that you took part in the morning. As they walk up, as always, you've been a brilliant audience. I want you to keep that going. I want you to welcome each team with a warm round of applause as I call out their institution and their own names as well. So let me quickly pop across to my podium, and we will call out the names beginning with Team A all the way to Team F. We will start the third semi-final by calling up on stage the team at table A, representing International Institute of Professional Studies, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya from Indore. Representing them are Nilesh Chabria and Rajeshwar Nigam. Give them a round of applause. Very, very nice, your team A. Team B is ITM University from Raipur. And representing ITM University are Ankit Chandrakar and Nitin Pujari. Give them a round of applause. Blazers which are better than my own, so very, very nice to see you. Your team B, welcome to the quiz. Team C to their left, Acropolis has already done really well in the 2 semi-finals so far. Let's see if this team keeps it going. Representing Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, BCom, is Shruti Singh and Manish. Give them a round of applause. Shruti Singh and Manish K, the first lady on stage in the third semi-final. So a bigger round of applause for them, please. Very, very nice. Welcome to the stage. Team D is Soft Vision College from Indore, and representing them are Raj Agrawal and Anmol Agrawal. Round of applause for them. Very, very nice. Raj and Anmol, welcome to the stage. Wish you all the best. At Team E happens to be Khalsa College. Can we see? Yes, MS Khalsa College in Indore. Representing them, Prakhar Soni and Nandini Jain. Let's give Prakhar and Nandini a round of applause as they walk up on stage. And last but certainly not the least, Acropolis again at table F from Indore. Representing Acropolis this time is Hiren Kodwani and Nikhil Singh Rajput. Give Hiren and Nikhil a round of applause, and we will run into the first round. Give them a round of applause as they walk up on stage. Your 6 third semi-final teams, and I wish you all the very best. All right. This is how we will do it. 5 rounds, 42 questions. You know the drill already. You've been here, I hope, for the first 2 semi-finals that flowed. I will explain the rules for each round to you as well before that round begins. And my colleague will give you a scores update at the end of each round, cumulatively for all the teams, for all the rounds that have happened. I will give you a score update with just 3 questions to go. That is at the end of the 9th question of the last round. And then you'll get the score update at the end of the entire quiz. As the teams have been doing before you, best practices in a quiz, I would strongly encourage you to maintain your own score as well, because we are also human. Sometimes a point here or there can make all the difference. And you know the stakes that you're playing for, which is first to be in the top 2 teams from this semi-final, and then hopefully rack up a score which is greater than 225, which is the benchmark that has been laid down in one of the earlier 2 semi-finals. With that, audience questions for you, and these cool NISM mugs, which one of them I'm planning to steal when I go home today. But you don't have to steal them. You just have to win them by putting up a hand and giving me the right answer to an audience question. All teams, round number 1 is a multiple choice questions round. 12 questions, beginning with Team A. The questions do not pass. 20 seconds of thinking time. You can, of course, answer before if you want. And as always, give me both the letter as well as the complete answer. Don't just shout out the alphabet. Yes, Team F. With the screen. No worries. That bigger screen is for you, dedicated. The stage team, Team F, I had pointed out in the second semi-final, that screen on the tabletop is still not working properly. So for now, you can focus on the bigger screen. My team will take a look at that. I think there's a gentleman there already behind you who is taking a look at the wires. The other teams also, when you are wandering around there during the semi-final, try and not kick any of the wires there, because that's the only thing. My buzzers don't have a wire, so you don't have to worry, but the screen has a wire attached, right? 10 points if you get an answer correct. No negatives if you get it wrong. So don't say pass. You have 4 options in front of you. If you don't know, just take a guess. There's no negatives, right? We will give you 20 seconds. Otherwise, I will rush you a little bit. Team 6, can you see the screen now? Not yet, right? So you have that screen. Don't look at your screen at all. Wish you all the very best. Team A, your question. On dematerialization, the name of the blank is entered in the register of members. And what word fills the blank? These are your options. The depository participant, the registrar and transfer agent or RTA, the depository itself, or the investor. Team A. When demat happens, whose name gets entered in the register of members? Tricky question to start off with. Last 5 seconds, Team A.
Option A, depository participant.
DP, let's take a look. No, it's just the depository, not the DP itself. No points, but no negatives as well. Team B, here's your question. Which of the following bonds carries the highest credit risk, which indicates that there's a strong possibility of default? Is it bond rated C? Is it bond rated AAA? Is it bond rated A? Or is it a bond rated BBB? Team B.
Option A, bond rated C.
Typically, AAA and AAA plus are the best kind of bonds to go for, which logically means that the lower down the alphabet you go, it's likely to be less secure. 10 points to Team B for Bravo. You get 10. Team C gets the next. Question number 3. Under relative valuation methodologies, a stock's value is assessed by comparing its market price to which of the following key financial metrics commonly used as valuation multiples? Is it earnings, for example, like the PE, price to earnings ratio? Is it cash flows, for example, the P/CF ratio? Is it the book value or the PB ratio? Or is it all of these? Team C. You compare the stock's market price to which of the following key financial metrics?
Option D, all of these.
So you compare it, you can compare it to any of these and it will still give you a relative valuation methodology answer, right? 10 points, very good answer. 10 points to C for Charlie. And the next team to get it is Team D. Question number 4. What is the minimum percentage of total assets that must be invested in equity and equity-related instruments for a large cap fund as per the SEBI mandated classification? And these are your percentages. Is it 65%? Is it 70% of total assets? Is it 75% of total assets? Or is it 80%, which is essentially 4/5 of the fund? What of these? Team D. Minimum percentage. You can have more, but you can't dip below this. Team D.
Option B, 70.
Option B, 70%. Not really. You need to go a little higher. 80% is the minimum that you have to invest in large cap equities if you want to call yourself a large cap fund. No points, but no negatives as well. Team E, MB Khalsa College, not MS. Here's your question. Speculation, जिसे हम speculation बोलते हैं. Speculation typically involves the use of leveraged funds and focuses on blank goals, which is an English word, whereas investing is generally aimed at blank wealth creation, another English word. What pair of terms or words fills the blank, and I need them in the correct order, right? And these are your options. Is it short term and long term in that order? Is it long term and medium term in that order? Is it long term and short term in that reverse order? Or is it long term and long term, both? Team E.
A, short term and long term.
So leverage funds focus on short-term goals, and investing is generally aimed at long-term wealth creation. Good answer, 10 points to team E for Echo. Very, very nice. You don't really need to make a quick buck. Investing is being patient, right? Team F, your question. The Social Impact Assessment Framework, or SIAF as it is called, in India has been developed by whom to foster transparency and accountability in the social sector? And these are your options. Is it SEBI? Is it NABARD? Is it the Niti Aayog, which featured in one of the wrong answers? Or is it the Ministry of Corporate Affairs? Team F. Social Impact Assessment Framework. Team F.
SEBI.
When in doubt and you are in the SEBI quiz, say SEBI, so the quiz master can't refuse points. 10 points, it is indeed SEBI. It has been developed and mandated by SEBI, Social Impact Assessment Framework. Nowadays, this and ESG practices have become very, very important. This is, of course, for the social impact accountability of a company, and ESG for the environmental impact and sustainability goals of a company that they are following. 10 points to Team F for Foxtrot. 7th question to Team A. Here's your question. Jevons paradox, which is named after economist William Stanley Jevons, or Jevons, challenges conventional assumptions about resource efficiency. What is the paradoxical, which is something which goes against conventional logic? What is the paradoxical outcome observed when a product or a process becomes more efficient? And these are your options. Inflation reduces savings, imports hurt exports, technology causes unemployment, or efficiency increases consumption. Team A. Whenever a product or a process becomes more and more efficient, Jevons paradox says that this paradoxical observation is seen. So when a product or a process becomes more efficient, something should happen, but the exact opposite happens. What is that? Team A.
Technology causes unemployment. C.
Technology causes unemployment. Not really. Technology causing unemployment is a logical outcome. When something becomes more efficient, you should ideally use less of it, right? But this is where inefficiency increases consumption. So for example, the biggest example of that is ChatGPT and other AI tools. Because they became more and more efficient, it was expected that people would start using less and less of those computational resources. But we all decided to make Ghibli images of our photos, and we started using more and more of AI and ChatGPT. No points, but no negatives as well. Efficiency increasing consumption is the paradoxical outcome that was seen. Team B, question number 8. Which of the following is India's first planned greenfield smart city? And these are your options. Is it Amaravati, the planned capital of Andhra Pradesh? Is it Gift City? Is it Naya Raipur? Or is it Dholera? Team B. Naya Raipur, of course, just next door to us. And Amaravati is something that all of us have been really looking forward to see when it finally takes shape and takes. By the way, audience, your first audience question will be about Amaravati, because I was just reminded of something. So remind me to ask you a question about Amaravati. Team B, 20 seconds are up. What's your answer?
Option A, Amravati.
Option A, Amaravati, because I said remind me to ask you a question. Not really. This is Dholera in Gujarat, a fully newly built city which has been built with sustainable and smart infrastructure planning. No points to you, but no negatives as well. Team C, question number 9 is yours. What is an escrow account used for in financial transactions? And these are your options. Is it for holding temporarily by a third party? Is it to give a short-term loan to one of the parties? Is it like a personal savings account? Or is it a corporate reserve account? Team C.
Option A, temporary third party holding.
So if you have a transaction in which one party is supposed to give a service or a product and the other party is supposed to pay, and both of them have a concern, what happens if I give the product but they don't pay? And what happens if I pay but their product turns out to be faulty? Then a third party holds a temporary holding. 10 points to Team C. That's called an escrow account. So when both parties are satisfied according to the contract, then the third party releases that amount. 10 points to Team C for Charlie. Really good answering. Team D, question number 10. When it comes to loans and mortgages, what does the acronym, what does the short form ARM stand for? Is it adjustable rate mortgage? Is it asset return mechanism? Is it annual risk measure? Or is it an assured repayment model? Team D. Again, a lot of fun to be had when you're thinking of wrong
option A.
options to make up. Yes.
Option A.
Option A. And what would that be, just for the benefit of the audience?
Adjustable rate mortgage.
Adjustable rate mortgage will fetch you 10 points. It refers to a mortgage with interest rates that change periodically, a little like the floating rate loans that we talked about in one of the earlier semifinals. 10 points to Team D for Delhi. And the next question goes to the team at E, MB Khalsa College. Question number 11. What is the popular nickname taken from the name of a famous politician? That nickname is the nickname given to the 2010 US healthcare reform law, which was signed into law on the 23rd of March 2010. And these are your options. Is it called Hillary Care? Is it called Obama Care? Is it called Romney Care after Mitt Romney? Or is it called Warren Care? Team E. If you know your US timelines, this should be a fairly easy 10 points. Team E.
A, Hillary Care.
A, Hillary Care after Hillary Clinton. Not really. The president in 2010 was Barack Obama, which is why we call it Obamacare. It is widely called Obamacare because the Affordable Care Act is too big a name to memorize. No points to you, but lots of questions to go, so don't lose heart. Team F, the last of the multiple choice questions, is this. In a motor insurance policy, something called the IDV represents the maximum liability of the insurer or the insurance company if a total loss happens. You just have to tell me, what does the V in IDV stand for? Team F. Oh, sorry. I got so caught up in speaking that I forgot. Thank you. Is it V for vehicle? Is it V for volume? Is it V for valid? Or is it V for value? Team F. For 2 seconds, I blanked out because I had no idea why he was stopping me. So there's no options there. Thank you so much.
Option D, value.
Option D, value. And what would ID stand for, just out of curiosity?
Damage, something.
Not really, but not required. Value will get you 10 points. It's called the insured's declared value, which is the person who's buying the insurance says that my car is worth 5 lakh rupees. And then the premium is calculated on 5 lakhs. So it's a value which is declared by the person buying the insurance. 10 points to Team F for Foxtrot. That brings us to the end of round 1. And I reminded you to ask you a question, which was about Amaravati. Yes. So Amaravati, of course, the new planned capital since they got thrown out of Hyderabad. So Andhra is going to come up with this new capital called Amaravati. Now, the entire planning for Amaravati, the design, the architectural planning contract was given to a Singapore firm, one of the leading firms of the world. I don't need their name, even I don't remember. When the Singapore firm, they went back to the drawing board and they made a really beautiful plan. And then they presented it to the Andhra government. The plan was, there was nothing wrong with the plan. It was in perfect working order, but the Andhra government rejected it. Why? Which is the question. They said that your plan doesn't have a very important thing integrated into it, which is very important to us. And the Singapore firm had no clue until then that this would be important to somebody like a government when it came to an entire city. So what very Indian thing did the Andhra government want included in the plan for Amaravati? Very Indian thing to do with planning and designing. We have a hand up. Let's get a mic to the gentleman there. Your name, there's a mic coming your way. Your institute name and the answer, and you'll get one of these cool mugs from NISM. One moment, please. His mic is not on, my friend. Can we get a working mic? And my team, please test it out so that we don't lose time on this. You can just say a little loudly. I'm so sorry. Okay. Beautiful. Give him a round of applause. The Singapore contract, the company had no idea that the government would say, Isme vastu dalo. Let's give him a mug and a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, and thank you for raising your voice. I suspect it's something you have to do in your classroom sometimes, so it came very naturally. Let's take a look at the scores. Okay, great. IIPS Indore is yet to open their account. 3 teams on 10, which is ITM University, Raipur, Soft Vision College Indore, and MB Khalsa College also from Indore. Early lead, 20 points apiece to Acropolis at B and Acropolis also at F. Very nicely set up for the second round. These are your rules. As you all know, images. Now this is where the passing begins. We will start with A, give 30 seconds for a direct answer. No time on the pass. 15 points if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong. And we are passing clockwise, which means we go A, B, C, D, E, and F. Audience, you will pipe down. I'll come to you with the answer or the question if none of the teams get it. If they answer all 6, there's a separate dedicated audience question for you at the end. And this mug is what you get for staying quiet until I come to you. Team A, for 15 points, here's your question. He has served as a district collector, the finance secretary of Andhra Pradesh, the lead economist of the World Bank, the finance secretary of India, and the governor of the Reserve Bank of India in what is obviously a long and distinguished career in the financial sector. What is his name? Team A. The biggest clue is one of the very recent, and by recent I mean the last 15 to 20, 25 years, recent governors of the Reserve Bank of India. Team A. Ten seconds to go. Other teams, keep your guesses ready. All right, Team A. Who is this ex-governor of the Reserve Bank of India? Guessing? Passes to? Guessing? Not guessing. Passes to B. Into the mic.
Shaktikant Das.
Not Shaktikanta Das. Passes to C.
Pass.
Passes to D.
Raghuram Rajan.
No. He looks much more handsomer than that, if I may say so myself. Passes to E.
Urjit Patel.
Not Urjit Patel either. Urjit Patel, by the way, has got a music album to his name. Okay, check it out on YouTube sometime. Passes to F.
Sudhir Sharma.
Sorry, Sudhir Sharma. No, it was your question. Somebody in the audience, right at the back, the boy in the black blazer. Yes, let's get you a mic, a working mic, please. What's his name?
Good evening, good afternoon, sir. My name is Aditya Narayan Singh from OP Jindal University, Raigarh, and the answer is D. Subbarao.
Duvuri Subbarao. It is Dr. Duvuri Subbarao, and that's him when his profile pic when he was the governor of the Reserve Bank of India. An NISM mug to you, which will keep you company for your morning tea. Next question to Team A again, because nobody got this. These two, and we are talking about the co-authors of these two books, known for their pioneering work in development economics, co-founded a body called the Poverty Action Lab. They were also jointly awarded the 2019 Nobel Prize in Economics, along with a third contributor or collaborator. I want both the names of the people who authored these books. The biggest clue is jointly awarded the 2019 Economics Nobel along with a third collaborator. This is a question for team A. They have 15 seconds to move. And I want both names for 15 points, okay? All right, team A, I need an answer now. Take a guess, no negatives.
Abhijit Banerjee and Esther Duflo.
Is correct, 15 points. This is Abhijit Banerjee and Esther Duflo. That is a picture of them receiving their Nobels at the Swedish Academy of Economic Sciences. And as you can see, both of them opted to go in for very Indian dresses when they took that. And as that you can see, without the blanking out, those are their names. 15 points to team A. Team B, here's your question. This major Asian financial stock exchange shows, the logo shows bold red bars, often interpreted as a stylized Tory gate. So if you've been to a certain country, one of their tourist attractions are something called Tory gates, or a rising candlestick chart, both symbols of structure and market movements. This exchange plays a central role in trading across the Asia-Pacific region. Which very, very famous stock exchange is this? Team B. And you just have to tell me the name of a city. I don't need something like NASDAQ or Euronext. I don't need it like that. I just need the name of a city. Blank stock exchange. The red is a big clue, actually. 10 more seconds. Just the name of an Asian
Singapore.
city. Sorry?
Singapore.
Not the Singapore Stock Exchange. Passes to C. Now open auction on Asian cities. Team C. Pass question, can't give you time. I said red is a huge clue.
China, Shanghai.
Is not a city. Shanghai, you said, not Shanghai. Passes to D. Pass question, I have to rush you. Asian city?
Japan.
Is not a city. Giving me a city, not giving me a city. Passes to E.
Tokyo.
Tokyo will get you 15. I said I need the name of a city. I would also have accepted Osaka, which is a relatively lesser known Japanese city. But that is why I said I need the name of a... That is the Japan Exchange Group logo. I really very, very clearly said I need the name of a city exchange. So not the Japan Exchange Group. That is the logo which they use. All right? 15 points to team E for echo. And the next question goes to team F. A vibrant polymer $20 banknote features a native bird, which you can see on the left, and a box leaf wattle called the Acacia buxifolia, which is a plant, alongside portraits of Mary Ryby, who you can see there, and Reverend John Flynn, both of whom were pioneers in business and remote medical services. Team F, which country issues this really colorful and beautifully illustrated banknote? Team F. Very, very big clue in one of the images there. If you are a fan of a certain kind of activity, you would have seen this somewhere. Shh, I can hear the audience.
Canada.
Canada, bad miss. Passes to A. Pass question, have to rush you. Passes to B. They passed. You are also passing. Passes to C. I thought this would get cracked on the first attempt. Passes to C. No?
USA.
Not the USA. Passes to D.
Australia.
Why?
Bird.
Just the name of which bird?
Just like kingfisher bird.
And you see that where? On the bats of people like Ricky Ponting and David Warner, right? 15 points to you. That's the kookaburra bird. And the kookaburra is a brand that you see on Australian cricket bats and stuff. 15 points to D for Delhi. And we move on. And that, of course, is the unblanked version of the note. Australia, by the way, was the very first country in the world to convert their entire paper currency to plastic. So it lasts longer and it does not get soaked and damaged when it is waterlogged or stuff like that. 15 points to team D. Team E, your question number 5. This commemorative coin, which I have blanked out at certain parts, shows the mascot, whose name was Zabivaka, kicking a football, and that coin was minted to commemorate the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Big clue if you're a football fan. Which country issued this coin? There's a question for team E. 2018 was hardly 7 years back. We have a football World Cup coming up now, which is going to be hosted by the 3 North American neighbors, USA, Canada, and Mexico. Which country came out with this? Logically, they must have been the hosts of the 2018 FIFA World Cup, Team E. And the name is also kind of cluey, right? Zabivaka, Team E.
Argentina.
Argentina, nice, but they were not the host in 2018. Team F. Pass question, need to rush you?
Portugal.
Not Portugal, passes to A. I don't think Portugal has been a recent host of the Football World Cup. A, quickly please, passes to B.
Brazil,
Not Brazil, Brazil had a different mascot, passes to C.
Zimbabwe.
Not Zimbabwe, too small to host a Football World Cup. Can D make it 20 out of 20 again? Sorry, 15 out of 15,
Austria,
yes. Sorry?
Austria,
Not Austria, this was a question for Team E, right? So passes to the audience.
Russia.
Sorry, who has the mic? Can put up a hand. So who answered? Who answered just now? Who said Russia just now? And that person had a mic. Okay, might be the cameraman. So we will die this year. This is indeed Russia. The 2018 Football World Cup was in Russia. This is the unblanked coin. And on the right, they also came out with a 100 ruble note, which had the Football World Cup imagery as well. Ghost answer, first time in the NFLQ 2025. Nobody gets points, but the good part, Team E, is that the next question goes back to you. I think this is the last question of the image round. Here it comes. Founded in 1870, this institution now operates in 58 countries, holding a majority stake in DWS Group and globally designated as a systemically important bank, too big to fail as we call it. It is headquartered in a city called Frankfurt. I just want the name of the bank whose logo this is, Team E. And audience, remind me to ask you an audience question about this bank. Team E. It has to do with their headquarters in Frankfurt. So remind me to ask you an audience question about that. Team E, last 5 seconds. All this chatter was to give you some time.
Frankfurt Bank.
Frankfurt Bank. That's a nice guess, but no. Passes to F. Pass question. Need to rush you.
JP Morgan.
Not JP Morgan. Popular wrong answer today, JP Morgan. Passes to A. Quickly, please.
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank is correct. We will accept pronunciations. Deutsche Bank it is. This is the Deutsche Bank and the Deutsche Bank Group, which is headquartered in Frankfurt, which is one of the main cities in Germany. 15 points to Team A for Apple. And the next question goes to ITM University Raipur at Team B. Or rather, it goes to the audience, because I think this is the 6th question. So sorry. While the scores come up, a question about the headquarters of the Deutsche Bank. The Deutsche Bank, as we saw, is headquartered in Frankfurt. So their headquarters is not one building. It's a twin-towered building. And the nicknames given to these towers are Zoll and Haben, which are 2 German words. What are the English translations of Zoll and Haben? Which is a very nice way to give a nickname to a bank building, because they are the 2 most important words in the books of any bank. Okay, the first hand I saw go up was a gentleman here. Let's get a mic to you. The striped shirt. Simply, what does Zoll and Haben mean in English? 2 of the most important entries in any bank's books.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Nimananda from Kids School of Management. The answer is debit and credit.
You get a mug. Debit and credit is correct. Zoll und Haben. Zoll is debit and Haben is credit. A mug for you. A really, really beautiful mug from NISM. And we hope you'll put it to good use. Let's take a look at the scores. All right. These are your scores. Everybody has scored 10 points to ITM at B, 20 apiece to teams C, and F. 25 to teams, team C, 25 to teams D and E neighbors. And leading at this with a solitary 5-point lead is IIPS Indore with 30. Let's give them a round of applause, and we will go into the buzzer round. Let's switch it on. Thank you. Can you switch back to my, yes. Don't worry. You switch it on, nice. Self-help is the best help. He switched on the buzzer himself. Nice. All right. These are the rules, one of the funnest rounds that you can have because it gets over in 2 to 3 minutes literally, and there's a lot of up and down happening. Jumbled words, you've seen the first 2 semifinals, so you know how it goes. A clue at the top and a string of jumbled letters at the bottom. If it's a one-word answer, then it will be a one string letter. If it is 2 words, there'll be 2 separate jumbles, each with their own individual word. Everything on the buzzer, you don't have to wait for me to read out the question, but the moment you buzz, wait for me to say which team will answer. If you answer out of turn, even if you are right, I'll give you a negative, right? Plus 15 if you get it right on the first try, minus 15 if you go wrong, plus 10, minus 10 for the second attempt. We will test your buzzers beginning with team A. B, C, D, E, and F. Lovely. Let's go quickly into the first of your jumbled words. Question coming up now. Recurring payout instrument, often post-retirement. A.
Annuity.
Annuity, will get them the first 15. Very, very nice. This is annuity. 15 points to team A. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 2. Something that arouses distrust or concern. E.
Suspicion.
15 points to E. This is suspicious, as in how suspicious you should be if somebody promises you money double in 6 months, as the ad showed. 15 points to team E for echo. Fingers on your buzzers. Buzzers have been reset. Question number 3 on your screens now. Records of money movement between parties. A.
Transactions.
Transactions will get them 15. 15 points to team A. Transactions is what I was looking for. Fingers on your buzzers. 4th question coming up now. Preset level, team C.
Stop loss.
Stop loss will get you 15. Their first points in the buzzer round. Stop loss, C for Charlie, gets 15. This is the answer I was looking for. Preset level to automatically exit a losing trade. Let me reset the buzzers. Question number 5, here it comes. Physical or measurable in nature. Team A. 3, 2.
Tangible.
Tangible in the nick of time. 15 points to team A. For alpha, tangible is correct. And B had also buzzed, but A was slightly faster. This was the 5th question, which means that we go across to the last of these questions. I promised you 2 minutes. It's getting over in 2.5 minutes as well. Somebody buzzed by mistake. No worries. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 6. Individual or entity who purchases a good or a service. Team A.
Customers.
Customer will get them 15. Very, very nice. An individual or an entity who purchases goods or services is a customer. 15 points to team A for alpha. That brings us to the end of round 3. And we will take a look at the scores. We will do audience questions because we did a lot of audience questions in between. We'll do audience questions a little later. Let's take a look at the scores only when you are ready. So take your time. Lovely. Team A has reached 10 points short of a well-deserved century. They are in the first position. Next is 40 for MB Khalsa College. Then we have 35 for Acropolis at C. Then we have 25 for Soft Vision at D. And then we have 20 and 10 to F and B respectively. All teams okay with your scores? Audience okay with the scores? Cool. Let's go quickly into round number 4. Round 4 is slogans, taglines, quotes, etc., etc. I will tell you what I expect, and if none of the teams block it, I'll also give a clue or two. We began with A for images, so now we will begin with F for slogans, taglines, and quotes, and we will go anti-clockwise, all right? 30 seconds of thinking time, plus 20 if you get it right. No negatives if you get it wrong, so please feel free to guess. Team F, here's your slogan. Every percent counts. This is the tagline or slogan of a platform which kind of lends money online, and it is made up of two words. One is the word for something that is just, which is not unjust, and the other is the word for a common small denomination coin in America. What platform is this whose tagline is every percent counts? Made up of two words. The first word is the English word for something which is just, which is not unjust, and the second word is a common US coin, Team F, small coin. 10 more seconds.
Small case.
Small case. No, case is not a coin in the US. Passes to E. Pass question, take a guess. What is the English word for just or something which is not unjust? And one of the most common US coins you can think of. Team E.
Fair penny.
Can you into the mic?
Fair penny.
Fair penny. Nice, but no. Passes to D. Good answer, by the way. Passes to D. They said fair penny. Team D. Pass question, can't give you time.
Every cent.
Sorry?
Cent.
I need a full answer.
Every cent.
Efficient. Efficient, using the cent. No. They said fair penny, you said efficient. Passes to C.
Pass.
Passes to B.
Quick cents.
Quick cents. No. Passes to A. So close, everybody.
Fair cent.
Fair cent will get them 20. Very, very nice. This is Fair Cent. Every percent count. It's a brand of Fair Assets Technologies India. A for Alpha gets 20 points. And the next question goes to F. The National Portal of India is the tagline of an online place or a website. I want you to give me the URL of that website. I want it complete, okay? Team F. The National Portal of India. So typically all the government schemes, documents, etc., can be found at this place. What is the URL or the website address of this, which is called the National Portal of India? Team F. So I'll make it, any of the teams blocking a clue? So it's something.in. I just need the first part. Something.in. And I need at least 2 more words in your answer, okay? 10 more seconds, Team F. Other teams, keep your guesses ready. All right, Team F.
Aadharindia.in.
Aadharindia.com. It's .in, but not Aadhar India. Passes to E. If you're ever applying for a government scheme or you're trying to find out a resource online which has to do with official government business, this is where you will go. Team E. Taking a guess? What.in? And I said I need 2 more words. No? Passes to, yes, take a guess.
Government.in.
Government.in. Logical guess, but no. Passes to D.
gov.nic.in.
gov.nic.in. No. Passes to C, but good guess.
Mygovernment.in.
mygov.in. No. Passes to B.
udai.in.
uidai.in. No. That's the Aadhaar website. Passes to A. DigiLocker. No. It was your question. Lots of hands went up. Let's go to the lady at the back. Keep your hand up. Yes, please stand up. We'll get a mic to you. Your name, college name, and hopefully the right answer for an NISM mug.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vanshika Jain from MIT University, Raipur. India.government.in.
India.gov.in is what I was looking for. That's the entire thing. And that's the only acceptable answer. National Portal of India, india.gov.in. Let's give her a mug. Thank you very much. Lovely answer. And we will go back to Team F with the question. This is a quotation by a very, very famous person. Let me give you the quote and then I may give a clue if nobody blocks it. It's not whether you are right or wrong that's important, but how much money you make when you are right and how much you lose when you are wrong. This is a quote by a very, very world famous investor. This person is typically mentioned in India's politics as well because he's believed to be funding anti-national activities. And the biggest clue I can give you is he's popularly known as the man who broke the Bank of England, Team F. Which world famous investor is this, Team F? He's called, his best nickname is the man who broke the Bank of England because he shorted the English pound and then it really, really broke the Bank of England's back and the government had to step in, Team F. Five more seconds. I need the name of a person.
Rakesh Jhunjhunwala.
Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. I wish one day that Rakesh ji would have done that, but no. Passes to E.
George Soros.
George Soros, 20 points. Very, very nice. This is George Soros. And the George Soros Foundation is mentioned by many people in India when they want to say that, all these activities are being funded illicitly by, anti-India activities are being funded by George Soros. But for now, he will get you 20 points. Team E for Echo gets 20, which means that Soft Vision gets the next. Here is your question. India ka crypto coach. If you've been watching the India-England test series, you wouldn't have missed these ads. India ka crypto coach is the tagline of what online platform? Team D. Shh. My team, do we have a 15-minute counter now? Yeah, done. No worries. I got it. I thought so because I was looking at my watch. This is for Team D. India ka crypto coach. Yes, Team D. While they're thinking, lots of celebrities endorse these and say that they made money because they use this. They make money because of the ads that we see, okay? So don't believe that. Apni akal lagao. Team D. No?
Pass.
Passes to C. Into the mic. Pass question, can't give you time.
Pass.
Passes to B.
Delta Exchange.
Not Delta Exchange. Passes to A. Nobody watches test matches these days. Only people my age watch. Team A. 3.
CoinDCX.
Sorry?
CoinDCX.
And who endorses CoinDCX? Dada endorses CoinDCX. Very, very nice. 20 points to Team A. This is CoinDCX. And Gautam Gambhir, of course, sorry, not Dada. Gautam Gambhir was all over the TV screens during the test series. Every ad break, he would come in and endorse CoinDCX. So 20 points to Team A. The next question, the penultimate question, goes back to Team F. This is your question. Carl Richards, who is famous in the world of money and investing, once said, blank is what is left over when you think you have thought of everything. What 4-letter word has been blanked? Team F. So basically what he's trying to say is, there is a famous English saying which says that God messes up the plans of mice and men. So this is something,
None.
Yes.
None.
Sorry?
None.
None, as in N-O-N-E.
Yes.
No, passes to E. You should have let me finish and give out the clue, but now I can't. Team E. 4-letter word is all I can say. Not that kind of 4-letter word. A 4-letter word that you can use in finance, markets, insurance, etc., etc. Team E. Past question, can't give you time.
Shit.
Sorry?
Shit.
Shit is what is left over when you think you've thought of everything. That's actually a nice quote. I'm going to use it somewhere. And I will take your name as the person who thought of it. No, but good guess. By the way, please reserve one mug for him for this guess, okay? And I'm serious. Shit is what is left over when you think you've thought of everything. Yes. Team D.
Loss.
Loss. Nice guess, but no. C.
Work.
Work. Work, is it?
WRK.
No, not work. Team B.
Time.
Not time, passes to A. Quickly, shh.
Debt.
Debt. It was whose direct? It was your direct. Let's go to, yes, the gentleman there. Can you stand up? We'll get a mic to you. Your name, college name, and a non-shitty answer, okay? I'm just kidding, okay? I love that answer. You're getting a mug no matter what the result of the quiz is. Your name, college name, and answer.
Hello, my name is Debabrat Samal and I'm from KIT School of Management, Bhubaneswar. The answer is risk.
Risk is correct. Risk is what's left over when you think you've thought of everything. A bug coming your way, please put it to good use in the mornings, not in the evenings because you're a student. And we will go across to question number 6, back to team number 6. Financial inclusion cannot be used as a pretext for financial exploitation. This is a quote by an Indian politician during something that happened about 6 months back. I want the name of the Indian politician who said financial inclusion cannot be used as a pretext or a cover for financial exploitation. And obviously, this politician during something was talking about the need for financial inclusion. Team F.
Rahul Gandhi.
Not Rahul Gandhi, passes to team E.
Tharoor.
Not Shashi Tharoor, passes to D.
Akhilesh Yadav.
Not Akhilesh Yadav, passes to C. Past question, can't give you time. I gave a huge clue when I said roughly 6 months earlier and Indian politician talking about financial inclusion. Yes, team C, do I have a guess? Passes to B.
Nirmala Sitharaman.
And what would she be talking during?
Parliament.
I'll give you points. 20 points. This is Nirmala Didi when she was talking during the budget and obviously talking about financial inclusion. B for Bravo gets 20 points. And we come to the end of round 4. Had I told you to remind me about any kind of question? What did I tell you about? Nothing. Okay. Then you have the scores? Okay. So all audience questions during the 4th semi-final because we have a chance to be just in time for this. So let's show you the scores. We have a century now. IIPS Indore on 130, not far behind, 60 points to MB Khalsa College who are at 2. Remember, it doesn't matter. It's like that joke where 2 friends are out hiking in the jungle and suddenly a tiger pops out in front of them. So one of the friends starts to put on his running shoes. So the other friend says, are you crazy? You can't outrun the tiger. So he says, I don't want to outrun the tiger. I just want to outrun you. Which is what team E is doing at the moment. They don't want to outrun team A. They just want to outrun everybody else and be in the top 2. They're at 60, 35 to team C, 20 apiece, so 25 to team D, and 20 apiece to B and F. Yes.
So we got 20 points. No, so earlier we have 10 points, so it would be 9.
Okay, your team B. Just check team B. They got for saying what?
30.
No, I get. Which answer was that?
Nirmala Sitharaman.
Nirmala Sitharaman. So the last one, you're on 30. Cool. So you're on 30. Thank you for pointing that out. And these are your rules. We have about 5 to 6 minutes to go. So let's do this fast. The first 6 questions are going A to F. No negatives, plus 25 if you get it right. No negatives if you get it wrong. 30 seconds thinking time on the direct. No thinking time on the pass. 7 to 12 are on the buzzer. But those rules will come after question number 6. Let's go quickly to the first question. Team A, here it comes. NETC is a system which enables interoperable electronic payments for vehicles across India using something called a FASTag. You must have seen it on almost every vehicle because it is mandatory. Aapka insurance renew nahi hota aajkal if you don't have a FASTag. Just tell me, what does the TC in NETC stand for? Very logical guess.
Toll collection.
Lovely answer. 25 points. Toll collection. The NE is National Electronic. TC is toll collection because FASTag collects toll. 25 to team A. Team B, your question. Which Indian stockbroking firm, formerly known as Blank Broking and established in 1996, is a member of the BSE, the NSE, the NCDEX, and the MCX, a depository participant with CDSL, and is also known for a major sponsorship presence in the Indian Premier League, Team B. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Anybody blocking a clue? You are blocking a clue. Cool, no clues. Team B, all yours. They were earlier called blank broking. Now they are known as something else that also includes that blank, but they have added some letters to it. Team B.
Angel broking.
Which Indian stockbroking firm? I'll give you a chance to give me a better answer. I want their current name. Shh.
5 paisa.
No, passes to C.
Angel One.
Angel One will get you 25. Angel One is what I was looking for, not just angel broking. 25 to team C for Charlie. Team D, here's your question. In investment and business strategy, which famous principle, named after a 19th century Italian economist, suggests that 80% of results, such as profits, returns, etc., often come from 20% of causes, like key clients, top performing assets, etc., etc. Team D, which principle am I talking about? Team D, into the mic. So typically that would mean, applied to a quiz team, it would mean that 80% of the answers come from just one person. This is for team D, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Karl Marx principle.
Karl Marx principle. No, now everybody's getting inventive with principles. Passes to E. Very famous. And not just used in economics, but used in politics and social sciences as well. Team E.
Winston Churchill.
The Churchill principle. No, passes to F. Churchill is not Italian, right? It's English. Team F. Pass question, can't give you
Pass.
time. Passes to A.
80-20 rule.
Named after a 19th century Italian economist. So I can't give it to you for 80-20 rule. 80-20 is there on screen. Like I gave them a chance, I'll give you a chance to give me a better answer. I need the name of the Italian economist in it. No? 3, 2, and 1. Passes, yeah, you're saying something A? No. Passes to B.
Eisenhower matrix.
Shh. Passes to B.
Alfred Marshall.
No, passes to C.
Eisenhower matrix.
No, passes to, it was your direct. Passes to the audience, the girl in the blue top. Yes, please stand up. Yes, you. You only, you're looking back. Yes, a mic is coming your way. Lovely. Your name, college name, and the answer.
Hi, my name is Avika, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Management, and the answer is Pareto principle.
The Pareto principle, named after Wilfredo Pareto, is what I was looking for. 20% plants giving 80% flowers, etc., etc. Nobody gets points, which means that the next question goes back to team D. Question number 4. Which global financial services company is associated with the iconic Centurion credit card, often linked with exclusivity? Only very rich people get this card and elite status. Team D. And it's called the Centurion card because this company's original logo featured a Roman soldier who used to be called a centurion.
American Express.
Because they had a centurion as their logo. 25 points to you. This is American Express, and that is the centurion, which was a Roman soldier. 25 to D for Delta. Team E, question number 5. This word traces its origins to a Latin word meaning leather pouch. From Latin, it went to French, and for French, it came to English, where it is now used to denote an important activity that takes place annually in most of the countries across the world. What word is this, which comes from the French word for a small leather pouch or bag? Team E. E for echo, it's their question. Very important annual activity that happens in almost all the countries of the world. And of course, has something to do with money, finance, economics, etc. Team E. No, I'm not giving clues, don't worry. D is extremely anxious. हम लोग को qualify करना है, clues मत दो. Yes, Team E, 3 seconds more. Passes to F.
Physical.
Not fiscal, passes to A.
Budget.
And what could that word be? And why would they call it after a leather pouch? I'll put you out of your misery. Budget, 25 points to team A. And originally, the finance minister used to carry the budget papers in a small leather bag. The French word for a leather bag is budget, from which you get budget. 25 points to team A. Very, very nice. That's how a small leather bag would look like. The last of the non-buzzer questions to team B. What term, one-word term, is used to describe a situation where companies exaggerate or falsely claim that their products are environmentally or socially responsible? Team B. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. No clue? Good. C is playing extremely competitive quizzing. This is like the Australian brand of cricket, right? Give no quarters. हमें नहीं आएगा तो चलेगा, किसी और को clue नहीं मिलना चाहिए. Just kidding. Please do that. I love people who quiz hard.
Eco-friendly?
Team B, yes.
Eco-friendly.
Not eco-friendly. Team C, who blocked.
Eco-friendly.
You had eco-friendly as well. No, you should have let me give a clue, but now I can't. Passes to D.
Socially illegal.
No, just one word answer. Passes to E.
Green.
Sorry?
Green.
Green. Just green.
Yes.
Okay. Passes to F.
Fraudulent marketing.
No, passes to A. Not taking a guess. It was your direct. Okay, audience? Yes, the gentleman in the white shirt. Okay, no worries. Let's go. We'll get your mic. Wait. Let's get a mic to the lady in the front row. I think black blazer or a sweater. I don't know. We are getting a mic to you. Your name, college name, and the answer. We are getting a mic to you. No, I'll not get your answer without the mic. Take the mic. Your name, college name, and the answer.
So my name is Anupriya,
Okay.
and I am a faculty in Symbiosis University of Applied Science, and the answer is greenwashing.
By the way, before I tell you whether your answer is right or not, thank you so very much for this beautiful campus that you and your institute have made available for us. And we'll give you a mug because it is greenwashing. Very, very nice. This is greenwashing, and this is a token of our appreciation for that answer. It's a beautiful NISM mug. I hope you'll use it in the faculty room when you're having your morning cup of tea. Thank you. And the clue I would have given was one part of the word is a color. The other part is something that you do to make things appear cleaner, right? So let's go into the buzzer round. Nobody gets points, and ma'am gets a mug, of course. Two strikes per question, everything on the buzzer. Plus 25, minus 25 for the team which is first. Let me call out which team it is. Plus 15, minus 15 for the team which is second. I will tell you what I'm looking for before I show you the question. Some kind of a clue, what I expect. Okay? Fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for the original parent name of the company of a very famous Indian brand. The example would be, we all use Zomato, but the parent company of Zomato is called Eternal. So if you look at, we all go to D-Mart, but D-Mart parent company is Avenue Supermarkets. So like that, I want the parent company name of a very famous Indian brand. Question coming up on your screens. Now, what is the name of Paytm's parent company? Team F, into the mic.
197.
197 Communications is correct. Plus 25 to Team F for Foxtrot, because it was the enquiry number 197 of the Delhi BSNL office. Very, very nice. Vijay Shekhar Sharma used to run a flower delivery business, and obviously people used to inquire for 197 which flower company I should go to. Plus 25, let me reset the buzzers. Next question. I'm looking for just one word. It's an English word. It is part of the name of something that we all use very frequently. All right? Question coming up on screen now. If A is automated and M is machine, team A, what does T stand for?
Taylor.
Teller will get you 25. 25 to team A for alpha. Automated teller machine. When I was younger or in school and college, I used to think ATM is all-time money or anytime money, but that is an advertising campaign by HSBC. Automated teller machine is what I was looking for. 25 to team A. And the next question, after this we'll have a look at the scores for one last time before the quiz ends. I'm looking for the name of a person. And even if you don't know directly what person it is, there is a big clue in the way a certain kind of series of stocks is named. If you say that thing in your head, the first name of the person should immediately spring to mind, which is a clue. All right? Question number 9. Which Indian stockbroker? Team A, the name.
Ketan Parekh.
Sorry?
Ketan Parekh.
So K10 is Ketan. Ketan Parekh will get them 25. Very, very nice. Ketan Parekh, Harshad Mehta, of course, was the original scammer. Ketan Parekh, and because Ketan sounds like K10, there was a series of 10 stocks which were his favorites. They were called the K10 stocks. 25 points to Team A. They are making a serious run for that 225, which is the benchmark so far. Let's go into the scores. Let's show them the scores. They've already surpassed 230. Round of applause for them. Beautiful quizzing. 230. And let me remind you, most of these points were made under pressure when they were buzzing with a negative on top of their heads. Beautiful quizzing. If you go on to win from here, it will be a delight to have you in Navi Mumbai for the finals. But for now, 230 to Team A, 60 apiece. Now there are 2 teams on second, C and E, 50 to D, 45 to F, and 30 to B. Everybody's kind of clustered. So second is actually open to anybody who can win this. For now, A is at 230. They might want to set a national record by crossing 300. I think 270 is where we had in the 3 cities so far. But I leave it up to you. Let's go on to question number 10. Fingers on your buzzers. This is from the world of insurance. I'm looking for an answer which I'll accept any one of 3 possible answers because they all mean the same thing. All right? Question coming up, this from the world of insurance. Question coming up now. What insurance metric or benchmark indicates the proportion of payouts that an insurance company makes as compared to the premiums that they have collected? It is sometimes called ICR, where the I stands for incurred. What do the letters CR stand for? And remember, it's a ratio. So what could the letter CR stand for? The proportion of payouts made by an insurance company. And we have a buzz. 6.
Credit ratio.
Not a credit ratio. Minus 25 to Team F. Payouts made by, there are no buzzes. Closing buzz in 3, 2, and 1. What are the payouts made by an insurance company called? They're called claims. Claims ratio is what I was looking for. Incurred claims ratio, anything would have gotten points. ICR is what it is called. No buzzes, that's a minus 25 at a crucial juncture. For now, question number 11, I'm looking for the name of a country. Okay? I'm looking for the name of a country. If nobody buzzes, I'll give some more clues. Question coming up now. Which country has seen a major shift towards digital payments driven by a real-time system called PIX, developed by their central bank, like how we have the Reserve Bank, along with popular platforms like Mercado Pago, PicPay, and Nubank? I'm looking for the name of a country. I'll give a clue. Mercado Pago means merchant pay in the Portuguese language. Team D into the mic, quickly.
Maldives.
Maldives, that's a minus 25 for Maldives, minus 25 to Team D. And we have a buzz from F for plus 15, minus 15.
Portugal.
No, that's a minus 15 to Team F. Audience, I will come to you. Let's go to the gentleman there. Please stand up. Last question before we go on to the 4th semi-final. We'll get your mic. Portugal does speak Portuguese, but there's another very, very big country which speaks Portuguese as well. Your name, institute name, and the answer.
My name is Shubha Agrawal. I am from MIT University, Gwalior.
Okay, and the country?
The answer is Brazil.
Brazil speaks Portuguese. They don't speak Brazilian. This is Brazil. PicPay, PayPal, Mercado Pago, which is merchant pay, and PagBank and Google Pay is there as well. So a mug to you from NISM, and that brings us to the very last question Fingers on your buzzers. My team, you gave a -25 to D and a -15 to F. Cool? Let's take a look at the question. I'm looking for a one-word answer. It's a 4-letter word, which is blanked out from what you will see on screen. All right? English word, 4 letters long. Question number 12. The financial term that I'm talking about refers to a cycle of repeated borrowing against inflated asset values, often leading to a market bubble and collapse. It is known as the blank spiral. What word fills the blank? 4-letter word. What is it called when you borrow? When you borrow, you are said to be in what? Shh. Team B into the mic.
Debt.
Debt will get you 25. Beautiful answering. Debt spiral is what I was talking about. Plus 25 to team B for Bravo. We will quickly go into the scores. The top 2 teams qualified directly, and the third team, if they are high enough, can go as one of the top 2 lucky losers as well. Teams 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, please be ready. In the next 5 minutes, we'll have you up on stage for what should be the best and the 4th semi-final of the day. Let's take a look at the scores. Lovely. 230 to IIPS Indore who qualify. They will come to Navi Mumbai in November. Qualifying second, we have a tie. So that means that we will need a tie break, which will be on the buzzer. For now, Acropolis at C and MB Khalsa at E. 60 apiece. We'll do a buzzer tiebreaker for you. So I'm not saying who has qualified. 55 to ITM University at B. 25 to Soft Vision at D, and 5 to Acropolis on the back of those unfortunate negatives at F. That means that we need to do the first ever tiebreaker of the regional rounds, which will be only between teams E and team C, right? So teams E and C, only you will do a buzzer. There'll be nothing on screen. I will ask a question. The moment somebody buzzes, I will stop speaking. If you buzz and you give me the right answer, you qualify. If you buzz and you give me the wrong answer, the other team qualifies. I will not ask them to answer because you took a risk. Clear? The moment you buzz, either you win or you go home. Clear? Let's test your buzzers. Team C and Team E. Lovely. Other teams, please stay off. And let me ask you a question. So, fingers on your buzzers. Audience, please stay quiet. So we all know about bonds, sovereign bonds, which a country issues in foreign markets in their domestic currency. So for example, India issues sovereign bonds in foreign markets in rupees. They are called masala bonds because, of course, masala is what India is famous for. In the same way, all the sovereign countries which issue these bonds, their bonds have nicknames. For example, Chinese bonds are called dim sum bonds. Also, Japanese bonds are called samurai bonds, right? I want you to tell me the name of the bonds, the nickname that is given to sovereign bonds issued by Australia. In the same way that Indian bonds are called masala bonds, Chinese bonds are called dim sum bonds, Japanese bonds are called samurai bonds, Australian sovereign bonds are called by the name of what living thing? Something very, very famous. Team E into the mic.
Kangaroo bond.
Kangaroo bonds, will send them to Mumbai. Very, very nice. These are kangaroo bonds. So E, just make a note. E goes to Mumbai as the second team that qualifies from the second semi-final. Thank you so very much. You've been beautiful. Carry on down and we will get the next 6 teams up on stage. Round of applause for these teams. Welcome back for what should hopefully be the best and the last session for the day. You've been really kind and patient. This is me, Meghasham Shirodkar, your quizmaster and host, with the 4th and final semi-final in the undergraduate cohort, because we will have 4 more semi-finals tomorrow in the postgraduate cohort of the National Financial Literacy Quiz 2025 Central Regional Round here in Indore. We've seen 3 brilliant semi-finals with 2 really high scores, which should feature in the regional winners' prizes at the end. But for now, let's welcome on stage the 6 teams who qualified as 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. As Team A, St. Aloysius College Sadar from Jabalpur, represented by Hargun Kaur Hora and Samrat Arora. Round of applause for them, please. Very, very nice. Oh, this is, the RA has got switched. Samarth Arora, Hargun and Samarth. To their left, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, represented by Shriyans Chaurasia and Ayush Gautam. They are Team B. Let's keep the applause going for them. To their left, at Team C, School of Commerce, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, represented by Unnati Rathore and Pragya Kaurav. Let's welcome the girls up on stage. Very, very good going. Team number 4 at table D will be Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore, represented by Rajwan Lawrence Ekka and Pranav Zoshi. Welcome to the stage. Team E at the 5th table, OP Jindal University, Tumidi, Raigad, represented by Shivam Arora and Shivam Sahu. The 2 Shivams? Sham. Okay, Shivam Arora and Sham Sahu. So not so identical after all. And last but certainly not the least, Institute of Professional Education and Research, Bhopal, represented by Ashish and Om. Round of applause for the boys as they walk up. Let's quickly move into the 4th semi-final. So welcome back and welcome to the stage, the 6 teams. I know it has been a long wait for you, but I hope it was worth it. And remember, 2 of you will go directly into the national final to be held in the 2nd week of November in Navi Mumbai. There's a beautiful NISM campus there. It looks lovely in the winters. So please make sure you come there. For now, how to get there is this. This is your roadmap. 5 rounds, 42 questions. The rules for each round will be explained to you before the round begins. And once the round ends, we'll give you a cumulative score for all the 6 teams. We strongly encourage you to keep your own score as well, not because we may be wrong or we might give you points here and there, but because it always helps to cross-check, like in a financial market, in a quiz as well. The top 2 teams go through directly. 2 lucky losers can qualify as well. So do make sure that you keep on fighting. Audience, lots of mugs on offer. I hope the person who gave me the other 4-letter answer got a mug. I don't know whether you got it or not, but that was a beautiful wrong answer. And you will get answers right and you will get points for them as well. If all the teams are ready, let us quickly go into the first round. As always, multiple choice questions. 12 questions, no passing of questions, 10 points if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong, and you get 20 seconds of thinking time to give me the answer. As always, be good and tell me the full answer, not just the alphabet which you want to guess. We will begin with Team A and we will go clockwise, first 6 questions and then the other 6 questions as well. If you are ready, Team 1, question number 1 is this. Which of the following best describes the exchange rate regime of the euro, which is the currency? Is it pegged to the British pound? Is it pegged to the US dollar? Is it pegged to the gold standard? Or is it a free floating exchange rate regime? Team A.
Sir, option B, pegged to USD.
Option B, pegged to the US dollar. Not really. It's not pegged to any currency. It is simply a free floating currency because it is determined by market forces. No one intervenes on its behalf. No points, but no negatives as well. Team B, your question. Which of the following 4 options is the exact role of derivatives? Is it speculation? Is it price discovery? Is it price stability? Or is it speculation, price discovery, and price stability? Essentially all of the above. Team B.
The answer should be A.
Speculation. So derivatives are essentially, they are meant for speculation. One of that is true, but they're also meant for price discovery and price stability as well. We are looking for D, which is all of the above. No points to either of the two teams in the first two questions. Team C, let's see you open your account. Question number 3. Under SEBI regulations, when can a registrar and transfer agent or its employees give investment advice in public media? And these are your options. At any time without restrictions, only if the security is listed on a stock exchange, a recognized stock exchange, only after obtaining prior approval from SEBI, or only after disclosing their interest or position in the security. Team C. So when you are an RTA or an employee of an RTA, much more responsibility is accrued to you than a normal citizen. Team C. 5 more seconds.
It's option B, only if the security is listed on a stock exchange.
Only if the security is listed on a stock exchange. So you cannot give your investment advice about unlisted securities. Not really. We were looking for option D, only after disclosing their interest or position in the security as per the norms. 3 strikes and nobody scored. Let's see if team D can break that jinx. Here's your question. The retirement benefit in a defined contribution plan depends upon which of these? Is it the last drawn pay of the employee? Is it the terms of employment at the time that the recruitment happened? Is it the average rate of return in the debt markets at that time? Or is it the corpus that has accumulated in the defined contribution scheme? Team D.
A.
A, the last drawn pay of the employee. Not really. It depends upon the corpus that has accumulated in the scheme, that because it is through contributions and investment returns over time. I think, again, for a first 4 teams, no one has answered. I think we made 5 in the first semi-final. I hope it doesn't happen now. Team E, your question. Which of the following statements about commodity index futures is correct? So 3 should be wrong, 1 should be correct. They are settled by physical delivery of all constituent commodities. They derive value directly from the spot commodity price. They track the price of a single commodity only, or they are backed or they are based on an underlying constructed as a continuous futures series. Team E. Keep it on, long press it until the light comes on, and then check it by tapping it a couple of times. Yes.
Option D.
Which is?
They are based on an underlying constructed as a continuous future series.
And they bother the scorer for the first time in the finals. 10 points to Team E. This is they're based on an underlying constructed as a continuous future series. 10 points to E for echo. Team F, now your responsibility to keep it going. Don't drop the ball. What is the minimum stipulated percentage of a company's post-issue capital that promoters must continue to hold in an SME IPO, small and medium enterprises? And these are your options: 10%, 15%, 20%, or 25%. Team F. That's the minimum stipulated. You can hold more than that, but this much has to be there. The promoters can continue to hold in a SME IPO. Team F.
So option C.
Which is?
20%.
Can't give you 20 points, can definitely give you 10. 10 points to Team F. This is 20%, 1/5. They're required to hold at least 20, if not more. 10 points to Team F. And the next question goes to Team A. Which of the following pairs best represent the common classification of total portfolio risk as explained in standard finance principles? Team A, price risk and interest rate risk, systematic risk and unsystematic risk, credit risk and liquidity risk, or is it D, operational risk and regulatory risk? Team A.
Sir, B, systematic risk and unsystematic risk.
And you open your account as well. 10 points to Team A. Let's give them a round of applause. They have troubled the scorer now. Team B, your chance to pick up 10. Here's your question. What is the primary responsibility of a compliance officer under the SEBI Intermediaries Regulations Act of 2008? And these are your options. Is it monitoring the company's financial accounts? Is it monitoring compliance with laws and handling investor grievances? Is it conducting market research and analysis? Or is it executing trades on behalf of clients? Team B.
Sir, it will be B, monitoring compliance with laws and handling investor grievance.
Because he is or she is a compliance officer. 10 points to Team B. Very, very nice going. And this is how you warm up for the battles to follow, right? By scoring points in the first round. Team C, question number 9 on screen. Which of the following is not a regulator or a statutory authority for mutual funds in India? Not one of them, right? So the other three will be, I want you to identify the odd man out. Is it the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI? Is it the Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI? Is it the Reserve Bank of India, the RBI? Or is it the Ministry of Finance? And remember, you have to tell me the one which is not a regulator or a statutory authority. Team C.
Option B, AMFI.
Because AMFI is a voluntary body of all the mutual funds in the country. 10 points to Team C for Charlie. Very good going. Team D, question number 10. Under SEBI's KYC norms, know your customer norms, for client due diligence, registered intermediaries are mandated. It is compulsory for them to obtain and independently verify which combination of documents from their clients. Is it only the proof of address? Is it only the PAN card? Is it any one government document of the client's choice? Or is it both proof of identity and proof of address? Team D.
Sir, option D, both proof of identity and proof of address.
Is correct. That will fetch you 10 points. Very, very good going, because you not only need to be, they need to be sure that you are who you claim to be, but you need to be traceable to a permanent confirmable address as well. 10 points to Team D for Delta. Team E, the penultimate question of this round is this. Which type of risk, also known as operating risk, due to factors affecting a company's day-to-day operations, is this? Is it financial risk? Is it business risk? Is it market risk? Or is it country risk? So essentially, what is the other name for operating risk when it comes to a company's day-to-day operations? Team E.
Option C, market risk.
Option C, market risk. What is the day-to-day operations of a company known as? Common English. What does a company do? They do business. Business risk is what I was looking for. No points, but there will be more questions to follow. Team F, the last question of this round for you. What is the function of something called a shelf prospectus in a public issue? And these are your options. Is it that it is a prospectus for a single offer of securities? Or does it allow multiple issues of securities over a certain period without coming up with a further fresh prospectus? Is it something that is used for private placements? Or is it just a document that contains historical financial data? Team F.
Sir, D.
Can you tell me the full answer?
It is a document that only contains historical financial data.
All right. What do you usually keep on a shelf? Do you keep only one thing? You keep a lot of things, no? Similarly, in a shelf prospectus, it allows for multiple issue of securities over a certain period without having to go to a different shelf. Nobody gets points, but we do go across to the scores, and we will have an audience question for the audience. So if you look at US coinage, right? So the second living thing to be depicted on a US coin was the buffalo. And that's not the buffalo that we see in India or Asia. It's the US buffalo, bison. Think and logically tell me if the bison buffalo was the second living thing to be displayed on a US coin, what was the first living thing to be shown on a US coin? let's go to this gentleman here in the white shirt. We are getting you a mic. Your name, college name, and the answer. There's a mic coming your way. You got your mug? Hopefully this is not a shit answer.
No, no.
Okay. What's the first living thing?
Eagle.
Which is why? Because?
It's a
national symbol of the US. A second mug coming your way. Be a good partner and share it with the lady who's your partner in the quiz. Round of applause for him. Eagle was the first animal or living thing to be displayed. And this is a not so shit answer for which you get another mug. Let's take a look at the scores. Beautiful. Don't have to explain anything. 10 points to everybody. Very, very good. Again, the first time this is happening. So let's move on quickly into round number 2. Round number 2 is images. We will begin with team A, and this time questions do pass after a 30-second thinking time for the first team only. If it's a pass question, I need you to pick up a mic and answer. We have about 22 minutes to finish, and if you are all good teams, we should be able to adhere to that. 15 points if you get it correct, no negatives if you get it wrong, so please feel free to guess. If none of the teams block me, I might give a clue for something that I feel is typically on the tougher side. If you're ready, team A, here's your question. Currency notes such as these were released from 1982 to 1985. Which former Reserve Bank of India governor's signature will you find on these notes issued from 1982 to 1985? Team A. It helps if you remember who all have been governors of the Reserve Bank of India, and typically during the 1982 to 85 period. Do all the teams agree to a clue, or anybody is blocking a clue? Nobody is blocking a clue. Okay, so this person who was also the governor of the Reserve Bank of India at one point in time, went on to far greater things in India later. This is for team A. And by far greater, I mean like much greater things in India. Team A. Five seconds more. Remember, 30 seconds is all we have. Passes to B.
My guess would be P. Chidambaram.
P. Chidambaram. Nice guess. I don't think Chidambaram ji has been a Reserve Bank of India governor, but definitely not the answer here. Passes to C.
I think I.G. Patel.
I.G. Patel. No, passes to D. Take a guess, no, think. Somebody who was governor of Reserve Bank went on to much greater things in India. How many names can you think of? No? Passes to E. Don't switch off the mic, keep it on. Now when you switch it on, don't switch it off, okay? Yeah.
Manmohan Singh.
Dr. Manmohan Singh, please, but 15 points. This is Dr. Manmohan Singh, and you can't get much bigger than the Prime Minister of India, right? Finance Minister also. This is Dr. Manmohan Singh, that is his signature. He was the governor of the Reserve Bank of India between 1982 to 1985. 15 points to team E, and the next question will go to team F. This yellow interlocked square pattern forms the brand identity or logo of one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. It has also launched its own native token used for fee discounts and trading. Which crypto exchange or ecosystem uses this logo? And team B has blocked a clue, so I will not say anything else. All you can think of on the screen, team F. बाकी सब कुछ हटा दो, किसका लोगो है बता दो बस. That's the question. And remember, we are passing clockwise. So F, A, and if they don't get it, then B.
So Binance.
Binance. And is it a guess or it just came to you? Very, very nice. Binance is correct. In the nick of time, Binance is what I was looking for. Binance, of course, Chinese in origin, comes from binary, which is the foundation of the crypto chain, and finance, which is Binance. 15 points to team F for Foxtrot. Team A, your question. What groundbreaking tool created due to a race between tech giants and backed by Microsoft, is at the heart of this award-winning book called Supremacy, which is AI blank and the race that will change the world. I want that blank, team A. Five more seconds.
Sir, our guess would be AI, ChatGPT, and the race that changed the world.
So the blank is ChatGPT. 15 points. Very, very nice. ChatGPT is all that I wanted. This is the original cover. AI, ChatGPT, and the race that will change the world. So far, me being my age, all I have used ChatGPT for is to generate Ghibli images of my photographs, which is a really silly thing to do, but what can you say? 15 points to team A. Next question goes to team B. I know you were waiting for the Binance question, but this is 2 more questions down the line. Question number 4. This is the Apex Cooperative Bank in Maharashtra and plays a pivotal role in refinancing and supporting district cooperative credit banks and PACs as well. It was once investigated by a joint parliamentary committee for irregularities in disbursement of loans. What is the name of this state-level cooperative bank? Logically think of what is on screen and the text and give me the answer. Think of how state-level cooperative banks are named and give me the most logical answer you can think of.
Agriculture Bank of Maharashtra.
Agriculture Bank of Maharashtra. No, passes to C. Into the mic. Pass question, can't give you time.
Our guess would be Kisan Bank.
Not Kisan Bank, passes to D. Pass question, need to rush you.
Sir, Maharashtra Agriculture Cooperative Bank.
Maharashtra Agriculture Cooperative Bank, passes to E.
Maharashtra Kisan Cooperative Bank.
Passes to F. Each apex cooperative bank of a state is named in a certain way. Team F. Passes, are you guessing? Passes to A. This was your question, right? Passes to A. Passes to the audience. Let's go to the lady in the 3rd row in the blazer. Yes. Let's quickly get a mic to her. And please don't sit at the back, guys, because we are wasting time just getting a mic down to them. Please, somebody stay in the front, no? Earnest request. Unless, of course, there's good food at the back, in which case I'll also come.
I'm Shagun Vijayavargi from St. Paul Institute of Professional Studies, Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank.
As simple as that. The Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank. That's how cooperative banks are named at the apex in each state. Name of the state and state cooperative bank at the end. A mug from NISM to the lady there. And we go back to team B with question number 5. This euro coin depicts a harp on one side. That's the musical instrument. And it is the national symbol. The harp is the national symbol of which member state of the EU, the European Union? Team B. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Okay? This is a very beautiful clue. So the harp is the national symbol of this European country or a member state of the European Union. But they had to take the permission of the Guinness brand of beers to take the harp as their national symbol, because even before this country laid claim to the harp, Guinness has the harp in their logo, which is trademarked. So think of where the Guinness brand comes from, which could help you narrow down to a member state of the EU. Team B.
Germany.
Not Germany, passes to C. Pass question.
France.
Not France either, passes to D.
Sir, Greece.
Not Greece, passes to E.
Italy.
Italy. You know what I like best about these wrong answers? Because Guinness is an alcohol brand, none of these bachas seem to know anything about where Guinness comes from. Please keep that going. Very, very nice. Team F. If you had known it very fast, I would have been concerned. Team F. Past question, can't give you time. Passes to, take your guess?
England.
Sorry?
England.
Not England, passes to A. But much better guess than Greece and France and Germany.
Sir, Ireland?
Ireland, because Guinness is based out of Ireland. Lovely answer. Give them a round of applause. This is Ireland, and Ireland has, if you see what I had blanked out was EIRE, which is the Irish name for Ireland. 15 points to Team A, which means that you are lucky, Team B, because the last question goes back to you. On the right, you will see a standard Indian currency notes language panel. Which language appears first from the top in the language panel? And I don't mean the number 10, okay? The languages, which is the first language at the top. Very logical. If you think of how the languages are arranged, I need the name of a language. Team B.
Bengali.
Bengali. Passes to C. Open auction on Indian languages now. Passes to C. Past question, need to rush you?
Arabic.
Sorry?
Arabic.
Arabic. No. Passes to D.
Telugu.
Telugu. Telugu would be really, really far down. Team E. Team C, you would have been right if we had been using Arabic there, but we are not. Team E.
Sanskrit.
Sorry?
Sanskrit.
Not Sanskrit either, which is a good guess because no matter where it comes in the order, it is one of the languages which are part of our mythology. Team F.
Sir, Gujarati?
Not Gujarati either because Gujarati is where all the money is. No, passes to A. Quickly, please. I thought this would be cracked. Moment they said Arabic, somebody would come at the right answer. Team A. Past question?
Sir, Urdu?
Not Urdu, this was your question, right? So audience, somebody who doesn't have a chocolate yet and somebody who has not won a place in the finals either. Let's go right there to the back. Yes, check shirt, a mic to you, your name, college name and answer. This language recently got the status of a classical language, by the way.
Hello sir, my name is Harshit Nema and I am from Satpura Law College, Hindwara, and the language is Assami.
Assamese is correct. Very, very nice. Himanta Biswa Sarma recently tweeted Assamese is now a classical language, and this is at the top is Assamese saying 10 rupees. Not Arabic, but Assamese, right? Nobody gets points, and an audience already got a mug. I hope you've given the mug to the gentleman who, please get a mug to him. And let's quickly go into the scores because we already asked the audience question. 40 to Team A, 25 to E and F, and 10 points apiece to B, C, and D. Let's go into the fun round, which is jumbled words. You know how this goes? 6 words or terms, either one word or two word, with a clue at the top and a string of jumbled letters at the bottom. If it is 2 words, it will be broken up into 2 parts, each part jumbled differently. Everything is on the buzzer, plus 15, minus 15 for the first team, plus 10, minus 10 for the next, and at all times, you will wait for me to say which team goes first. All right? Everything is on the buzzer, so it is logical that we test your buzzers, beginning with Team A. B, C, D, E, and F. Beautiful. Buzzers are working, which means that we can quickly go into the safety slide. Audience, 15 more minutes and we are done. Fingers on your buzzers, all teams. Question number 1. Earnings remaining after deductions. Shh. Team A.
Sir, after tax.
After tax will get you 15. And I thought it would be cracked much faster. It took a surprisingly long amount of time. Plus 15 to A for alpha, resetting the buzzer. After tax is correct. Question number 2, here it comes. Total assets minus liabilities, C. Quickly please, into the mic. 3.
Net worth.
Plus 15. Net worth is correct. Plus 15 to C for Charlie. Net worth will get you 15. Let me reset the buzzer. They were the only team to buzz, by the way. Good going, girls. Next question is question number 3. Fingers on your buzzers. Here's your question. The difference between expected and actual execution price. What is the difference between the expected and actual execution price called? The second word is cost. What is the first? Something that hits you. What hits you is called a or an. Closing this in 3, 2, and 1. After 4 cities, which is 3 into 8, 24 and 3. After 27 quizzes, we have the first jumbled word which goes unanswered. So let's go to the only hand which has gone up yet. Let's get a mic to the gentleman in the white shirt. He's a little upset because somebody went ahead of his score, but let's see if I can give him a mug for that. Stand up, please. Your name, college name, and the answer.
My name is Madhav. I'm Indore here. Is the answer impact cost?
It is impact cost. I gave you cost as well. Let's give him an NISM mug. Impact cost it is. This was question number 3. So question number 4. Fingers on your buzzers, all teams. Here it comes. The aggregate revenue from transactions is called team C. Quickly, please. 3, 2,
Total.
and 1. Total what? 3, 2, and 1. That's a minus 15 to team C. The next team which buzzed, plus 10, minus 10 was A into the mic.
The total sales.
Total sales will get them a plus 10. Thank you. Plus 10 to team A, minus 15 to team C. They got the tougher part right, and they messed up on the sales. No worries. 4th question gone. This is total sales. The transactions being sales and revenue being the total. Very, very nice. Last 2 questions to go. Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 5. Structured outcome-based planning. What happens when you do planning correctly? I can hear you, audience. What do you achieve? All right. Team D, into the mic.
Smart goals.
Smart goals is correct. Plus 15 to team D for Delta. Smart goals is right. What happens when you're smart and you go about planning well? The last question, question number 6, here it comes. A label indicating potential risk level. Nicely jumbled, more strike. All right, it's a made-up word. What do we usually use? A machine that is used to measure things, and one of the words in that clue. I'll give you the last clue of the day. It is blank O blank. So the O comes as letter number. Team D.
Riskometer.
Riskometer is 15. Very, very nice. They waited and waited until I gave a clue for the O. Riskometer will get 15 points to team D, which brings us to the end of round 3. And I will ask a question to the audience before the scores are revealed. So you all know Urjit Patel and Raghuram Rajan, right? So when Raghuram Rajan was the governor of the RBI, Urjit Patel was one of the deputy governors. And giving one of the interactions with the media that Urjit Patel had, he said that everybody talks about the market in terms of hawks and doves. Hawks being the people who are really aggressive about monetary policy, and doves being the people who are mild about monetary and money matters. He said that we at the Reserve Bank are neither hawks nor doves, because we need to be very wise and think before we act. So we are actually blank. What very apt living thing did he say the RBI was if they were not a hawk and not a dove? Anybody trying? Otherwise, I go to the only hand I see raised. Let's get a mic to you. Your name, college name, and what living thing?
I'm Aryan from Indore. It will be an owl.
Owl is correct. Very, very nice. He said, we are not hawks or doves, we are owls. And Dr. Raghuram Rajan liked it so much that he also used it in a subsequent speech where he said that we want to be like owls here at the RBI. Let's take a look at the scores. All right. Slightly low scoring so far. 65 to A, 40 to Team D, 25 apiece to OP Jindal and Institute of Professional Education and Research at F, and we have 10 points apiece to B and C as well. Let's quickly go into the fourth round, which is slogans, taglines, and quotations. We have about 7 to 8 minutes more. We should be able to finish. Let's show you the fourth round. Round number 4 is all about taglines, slogans, and famous quotations. 6 questions beginning with Team F and going anti-clockwise. 30 seconds thinking time for the direct team. Plus 20 if you get it right. No negatives if you get it wrong. And I will give out some clues provided nobody blocks me. All right? Coming up with the first question, Team F. Fast approval, instant loan is the tagline of a new age online lending service whose name consists of a place where we usually put the money that we have, normal individuals, followed by a single letter prefix standing for money, Team F. So the name of this platform consists of a single letter prefix for the word money, followed by where is it that all of us most commonly keep our cash, Team F. There's a hand which has gone up right away, which is good, but that's in the audience.
So money control.
Not money control. We don't put our money in control. No, Team E. And a single letter suffix. Team E, pass question. Yeah, go ahead.
Paisa Bazaar.
Not Paisa Bazaar. Team D.
Rupee locker.
No, not rupee. Passes to C. We don't put money in a locker. No, आपका पैसा थोड़ी locker में. आपका पैसा कहाँ पे है? Team C.
M pocket.
Team C.
Pass.
Passes to B.
M pocket.
M pocket is correct. M for money, pocket, which is a different spelling for pocket. Beautiful answering. Please wait for me to call out. It was lucky that the girls were fair enough to not snap up that answer, but I would have had to give it to them if they had answered. 20 points to Team B for Bravo. Team A gets the next. A document wallet to empower citizens, Team A. Everything that you need to know is there. A document wallet to empower citizens. And this is a government initiative, Team A.
So DigiLocker.
DigiLocker will get you 20. This is the tagline of DigiLocker, document wallet to empower Indian citizens. And I would suggest you give it a try because data privacy is correct, but it comes in really handy nowadays when anything can happen with your original documents, right? So 20 points to Team A. Team F gets the next. Efficient, transparent, and inclusive is the name of an online government platform which is meant to allow people across the country to buy and sell stuff in a safe space. What 3-letter platform is this, which is named after a precious stone, Team F? Another word for a precious stone, Team F. Efficient, transparent, and inclusive. It's an official government platform where people can buy or sell things in a safe, low-cost way. And the name, short form, is named for another word for a precious stone, Team F. Lots of hands in the audience, but I don't expect any less because most of the finalists are still here. This is, by the way, one of the fullest auditoriums at the end of the quiz that we have seen, so thank you for that. Team F, your time's up. Give me a guess. Passes to E. Pass question, can't give you time. Quickly, please. 3, 2, and 1. What's the answer?
Moti Lalus.
Moti. Another. Moti is typically not a precious stone, to be technical, but passes to D.
MCX?
Sorry? Oh, not MCX. MCX is private, not government, right? Passes to C.
GEM.
Which would stand for what? I don't need that anyways. 20 points to the girls. Very, very nice. The government e-marketplace is called GEM. I didn't need the entire full form. I just needed GEM. I think they worked it out more from the precious stone than anything else. But their smiles say it all. 20 points to Team C. Team B, your question. Nurturing trust and shaping dreams is the tagline of asset management company, which used to be very famous 15 to 20 years back for vehicle loans. Which asset management company with the logo of a smartly dressed man with a briefcase is this? Team B. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. I can give a clue? Okay. The clue has got nothing to do with the company. Just think of Ayodhya. Team B. Blank asset management. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Ayodhya?
Ram Bhagwan.
Ram Bhagwan is your answer. Passes to A. We don't have a Ram Bhagwan asset management yet, but you never know. Passes to A. Shh. Past question can't give you time.
Sir, Ram.
Ram passes to. The good thing is everybody is taking Lord Ram's name, which is nice. Team F, into the mic.
Sir, Shri Ram Finance.
Shri Ram will get you points. Very, very nice. 20 points to Team F. Shri Ram Asset Management, smartly dressed man with a briefcase. What other logo could it be? 20 points to Team F for Foxtrot. The fifth question for Team E. There is only one right way. Is the tagline of asset management company, which has got a very beautifully colored tortoise in its logo. Which asset management company am I talking about? Team E.
Parag Parekh.
Sorry?
Parag Parekh.
Can you give me the full form?
Parag Parekh Finance.
What did you say? Parag Parekh?
Finance company.
PPFAS. Very, very nice. I couldn't resist, right? This is PPFAS. There is only one right way. 20 points to Team E, which brings us to the last question of this round, and then only the last round remaining. This is for Team D. Here's your question. In Sanskrit, the tagline says, Kosho Mulo Dandaha, which means in English, treasury is the root of administration. Which government entity very rightfully has this tagline? Team D. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. You are blocking a clue. Beautiful. I like the girls throwing down a challenge. Team D.
Sir, Ministry of Corporate Affairs.
Ministry of Corporate Affairs passes to the girls who blocked the clue.
So, direct taxes, Central Board of Direct Taxes.
CBDT, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, passes to B. Guess is done. Passes to B. No, I was telling the girls because they wanted to say something else, but the guess is done. Team B. Past question, can't give you time. Think logical.
RBI.
Not the RBI, passes to A. To the best of my knowledge, RBI doesn't have a tagline as such. A, past question. 3, 2, and 1. Passes to F.
Sir, Ministry of Finance.
Ministry of Finance. No, passes to E.
Income Tax Department.
Income Tax Department will get you 20. Kosho Mulo Danda. Kosha Mulo Danda. Treasury is the root of all administration. 20 points to Team E. That brings us to the end of round 4, and perhaps we have time for one audience question. So the 1991 reforms, which were spearheaded by Dr. Manmohan Singh, they are of course known as the 91 reforms, but they are also known by a 3-letter acronym which essentially states what they did. Let's go to the lady in the front row. I am accused of not going to the front row at times because they are guests and I feel that they already, we should go to the students. Ma'am, your name, college name, I guess you are from Symbiosis, and the answer. Long press. Guys, give ma'am a mic that is working, no? It's very, yeah, perfect.
Hello, sir. I'm Dr. Megha Jaivani.
Of course, from the school of BFSI, Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences.
Nice.
And the answer is LPG, that is liberalization, privatization, and globalization.
An NISM bug coming your way. Let's give ma'am a round of applause. Very, very nice. LPG, which is of course the gas as well, but liberalization.
So can
private.
it be,
Yes.
that mug can be exchanged by the chocolate?
Mug can be exchanged for a chocolate. If you don't get a mug, I'll give you this mug. Don't worry. This was actually, I meant to slip it into my bag and take it home, but I'll give it to you after the branding is done. All right? I'm not joking. I'll definitely give it to you. But let's take a look at the scores. Lovely. No 100 yet, in spite of the great answers that we've seen. But see how close the scoreboard is. 85 to A, 65 to E, 45 to F, 40 to D, and then 30 apiece to B and C. Anybody's game from here, which means that we are nicely set up for the last 12 questions. Let's show you the rules. "12 questions. First 6, we begin with A and go clockwise. 30 seconds for the direct team, no time at all for thinking on the pass. Plus 25 if you get it right, no negatives if you get it wrong. The last 6 questions are on the buzzer. We'll see those rules after question number 6. At the end of 9 questions, you get a score update. All right? You know your scores already. Team 1, here's your question. Think logically, you should get this. What part or what aspect of Nike's brand is specifically registered in Bermuda, which enables the company to shift profits globally through royalty payments from its subsidiaries? So I'm looking for a very specific answer, but very famous as well. You've all seen it. What part of the brand Nike is registered in Bermuda? Team A. If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. Anybody blocking a clue? It's not a very useful clue. The clue is that if you give me the exact thing that this part of the brand is called, you will just get a chocolate along with the points. But you can describe it as well. Team A. 10 seconds more. In fact, that was actually a very useful clue. Team A. I need an answer now. Passes to B. Into the mic.
Nike shoe.
Nike shoe. So any shoe, or rather the shoes that they sell, as opposed to the clothes and other things. Passes to C. Pass question, can't give you time, ladies.
So maybe logo.
Which is what? You can describe it if you want.
So the sign of the logo, the tick
The
sign.
tick mark will get you 25. The clue I was giving was it's called the swoosh, is what the Nike tick mark is called, but that's fine enough. 25 to the ladies at table C for Charlie. This is the Nike swoosh, as you can see there, designed by a lady called Carolyn Davidson, for which she got just $35 as her honorarium. And now it is worth at least 35 billion, if not more, the swoosh. Next question to Team D. Here's your question. While IFRS 9 governs financial instruments globally, India has its own equivalent in the form of IND AS 109. What are these? I'm looking for a 2-word answer. What is IFRS 9 globally, which India uses IND AS 109? If all the teams agree, I'll give a clue. The answer is essentially in the letters AS. That's all the clue I can give. It's a 2-word answer, letters AS. Team D.
So accounting standards.
Will get you 25. Beautiful. These are accounting standards. AS, Indian Accounting Standards. 25 points to Team D. Next question. Question number 3 to Team E. What is the term used to describe a process of transferring financial risk from the originator to third-party investors by packaging assets into structured financial instruments? Team E. Block? Done. I like that. Confident blocking. This is actually like the definition of whatever I'm talking about. Team E. A lot of times my team asks me that, don't you get upset when somebody blocks a clue because you must have thought of a nice clue. It's actually the other way around. As a quiz master, personally, I feel really good when a team is confident enough to block a clue because it means that they trust the instincts that got them this far. Yes, team E. Last 3 seconds. Passing, passes to F. Passes to A, the team that blocked it. Into the mic, plus 25.
Sir, SPV.
Sorry?
SPB.
Which is what? Can you expand SPB? Because that's not the answer that I want. Just say, what is SPB?
SPV.
SPV. So what does SPV stand for?
Special purpose vehicle.
No, passes to B. One word term.
Insurance.
Not insurance, which is a nice guess. Passes to C. Pass question?
Pass.
Passes to D.
Hedging?
Not hedging. Audience, let's go to somebody who doesn't have a chocolate. Okay, let's go to the left, my left. There's a mic coming your way. Let me go to the answer slide. Yes. Your name, college name, and answer. One word answer.
Answer is securitization.
Securitization will get you a chocolate. I think we've run out of mugs. Too many right answers from the audience. Securitization is what I was looking for, which is why, just in case I was missing the S in your answer, I wanted you to spell it out. Nobody gets points, which means that the next question goes back to team E. What term, and I'm again looking for a one-word term, describes an aggressive market strategy where a company deliberately sets prices below cost to drive competitors out of the market, which you could see in when Amazon first came to India. They did this by pricing everything so low that others could not sustain their business and were driven out of the market. Taken from the world, taken from the world of nature. What, you blocking clues? Okay. What term am I talking about? It's called a blank strategy. What is the blank? Team E. Ten seconds more. All right, I need an answer now. Team E. Passes to F. Can't give you time, sorry.
Sir, freebies?
Not freebies, passes to A, into the mic.
So price skimming or skimming strategy?
No, again passes to B. That's not from the world of nature, no? Passes to B.
Predator?
Lovely answer. Predatory is what I was looking for. 25 points to team B. Predatory pricing. A predator essentially jumps upon or preys upon weaker stuff, and that is what companies do. 25 points to B for Bravo, and the second last question of the non-buzzer round to team C. I'm looking for an East Asian country which uses app-based digital payment platforms like Kakao Pay, Naver Pay, and Toss, all of which are integrated with local banks and services. Team C. You're blocking a clue? Okay.
Japan.
Not Japan, goes to D.
So Korea.
Which Korea?
South Korea.
Will get you 25 points. Very, very nice. 25 points to team D. South Korea is what I was looking for. This is their entire ecosystem. We saw the one in Brazil as well. South Korea also very, very advanced when it comes to digital payments. 25 points to D, which brings us to the last question, which is not on the buzzer. Team E. In corporate takeover battles, some companies respond to hostile acquisition attempts by trying to acquire the aggressor themselves, effectively turning the tables. This defensive strategy is called what? Taking its name from a very, very popular arcade video game. Team E. I just need you to tell me the name of an all-time favorite arcade video game. And when I say arcade video game, I mean something, I'm not saying anything else, something that used to be played on those big arcade machines, not just what we play on now. This is a question for team E. This is for E only, right? Who got it right before this? You got it right, for South Korea. Perfect. I was making sure that I'm not skimming anyone. Team E. No clues, right? Perfect. Team E.
Super Mario.
Super Mario, nice. And it's good that people in your generation know Super Mario, but no, passes to F. At this point, I would have thrown in another clue, but they have been blocked, so I can't say anything else. Team F.
Combat.
Sorry?
Combat.
Like Mortal Kombat. No, passes to A. What is good is, मेरे ज़माने की video games सुनने को मिल जाए बच्चों के मुंह से. Very nice. Team A. No? Passes to B.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man will get them 25. How good is B at the moment? It's called the Pac-Man defense because if you see Pac-Man, Pac-Man is running around and the ghosts are chasing. But at one point, after eating that power-up, he turns around and starts eating the aggressors himself. 25 to Team B, which brings us to the buzzer round, which is where all the fun is. Plus 25, minus 25, plus 15, minus 15. Any team which is not conversant with the rules so far, you've been watching. So you're all good? 6 questions to go. Question number 9 के बाद मैं आपको score update दूंगा. Clear? You will not answer until I call out your team name, but you don't have to wait for me to read out the entire question. You can buzz at any time. Audience, historically 5 minutes is all that remains between now and the final scores, so please stay quiet for 5 minutes more. Fingers on your buzzers. The first answer is the name of an entity or a body or an institution. Okay? Question number 7. Who operates a platform called eKuber, which is used for managing government securities, auctions, and banking transactions? This is in India. Looking for the name, and B has buzzed into the mic. Into the mic.
Coin switch.
Coin?
Switch.
Coin switch. That's a minus 25 to Team B. And buzz is closing in 3, 2, and 1. No other team buzzed. We will not take audience questions now. This is as simple as the RBI, which is why I stressed upon banking transactions. But no worries, 5 full questions to go, so don't feel bad. I'm looking for a 3-word answer. All 3 words begin with the same letter of the alphabet, which you will see on screen. But I need all 3 words correct if I want to give you points. Even if you get 1 word wrong, that's a minus. Clear? 3-word answer, all words in English. Question coming up now. In the context of infrastructure development, especially in sectors like highways, airports, and healthcare, what does the acronym or short form PPP stand for? A model where both government and private entities collaborate to finance, build, and operate projects. Team A.
Public-private partnerships.
25. Lovely answering. Very, very nice. This is public-private partnership. Government is public, private is private, and collaboration is partnership. 25 to A for Alpha. Fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for a 1-word answer. It is not an English word. It is an Indian word, a Hindi word if you want to call it that. It's also used, the same word is used in Gujarati and Marathi as well. So essentially anywhere in India, it's used, this word is used, not an English word. All right? Fingers on your buzzers. Here's your question. Which Hindustani word lends its name to the Indian Legal Act? So it's called the Blank Act, that allows authorities to seize properties, and this is a buzz from Team E into the mic.
Chapa.
Chapa is a minus 25 to Team E. I will complete. Okay, Team A has buzzed already. What's your answer? Okay, was that a ghost buzz? No worries. So let me finish the question. Anybody can buzz if they want, because I hadn't finished reading. Allowed authorities to seize properties held under false identities in financial fraud cases. False identities is the key word. Anybody buzzing? 3, 2, and 1. Quiz is closed. Audience, shout out. What is it called? Benami is what I was looking for. Benami money, Benami properties, and the Benami Act is an Indian government act. Let's take a look at the scores quickly, please. We have a century finally. A is on 110. B and C put together have 110 because 55 apiece. Second is team D with 90. They are really counting their stars right now and making sure that they don't go bad. 40 to team E and 45 to team F. Remember, the top two teams go through, and at this point, A will be asking themselves, do we really want to go for more, or do we sit tight because we cannot finish third? That's a strategy I leave to you. I will not advise either way, but we will quickly go on to question number 10. Lovely. Fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for the name of a document. Okay? And it is not so obscure. It is a document that all of us know the name of. Okay? If nobody buzzes, I might give a further clue. Question number 10. What official document issued by an employer? There's a buzz from E into the mic quickly.
Form 16.
Form 16 or 16A, plus 25, they claw back some of the answers that they lost. 25 points to E for echo. That's question number 10, 16 or 16A. Both will get you points. 25 to you. Fingers on your buzzers. I'm looking for the name of something that gives ratings. So ratings. You just have to tell me what ratings are these. Question number 11. Following the IL&FS default, 3 credit rating agencies were penalized by SEBI for lapses in rating the debt instruments of IL&FS. You can name any one of the 3 rating agencies which were penalized by SEBI in the IL&FS scandal. One of them is perhaps the very first name that comes to mind. There's a buzz from F into the mic. Into the mic.
Sybil.
Sybil is a minus 25 to team F. Sybil is more to do with our credit scores. Minus 25 to team F. I'll finish what I was saying. One of them is probably the first name that comes to mind when you think of ratings in India. C has buzzed. C into the mic.
Chrysler?
Not Chrysler, unfortunately. Minus 15 to C. I was looking for either ICRA, CARE, or the India rating. These are the 3 agencies which are penalized. That's a minus 25 to F and a minus 15 to C, which brings us to the very last question of these semi-finals, and indeed the last question of the day, unless we have a tiebreaker like the last one. But thank you so very much, Indore and Bhopal and Raipur and everybody who has come in for being such a wonderful quizzing audience here at the UG cohort of the National Financial Literacy Quiz. I hope to see some of you in Navi Mumbai in November. But for now, the last question is something that is the name of an app. An app. And I'm looking for a very small English word. Okay? Question number 12. Which Indian fintech unicorn takes its name from a traditional container used in households to store spare change or savings? Team B into the mic.
Slice.
Slice is not a traditional container used in homes to store spare change or savings. Is there a buzz? Closing buzz in 3, 2, and 1. Nobody is buzzing. Buzz is now closed. For one last chocolate if we have, let's go to the lady in the black blazer. Yes, please stand up. We'll get a mic to you.
Is it Gullak?
What is Gullak called in English?
Piggy bank. Yeah.
Piggy bank is like a big word, no? Small word. It's essentially a what?
Piggy.
One chance to the guy at the back in front of the camera. Yes. There's a mic behind you.
Sir, is it jar?
It is the jar app. Very, very good. India's digital Gullak. Yes, Gullak is there. But I wanted the name of the company, which is Jar. You store savings in a jar. Lots of shake hands going on amongst teams who think that they've qualified. Let's take a look at the official scores. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Round of applause to Team F, Institute of Professional Education and Research, who finish on 20. 10 points ahead of them, Maulana Azad, National Institute of Technology, Bhopal on 30. 40 points to School of Commerce, Indore. Then we have 65 to OP Jindal University, Tumidi, Raigad. And then we come to the teams who finished second and first. Qualifying into the national finals from the fourth semi-final, we have the Prestige Institute of Management and Research from Indore with 90. Give the boys a round of applause. And fittingly enough, finishing with a century, qualifying into the semis, and they have a lady in their team as well. St. Aloysius College, Sadar, Jabalpur. Give them a round of applause, 110. That brings us to the end of what has been one of the best quizzing days of the NFLQ 2025. And I'm not just saying this because I'm here in front of you. It has really been fun. We will have the prize distribution in literally 5 to 7 more minutes. So do hang around. Lots of prizes, including the top 3 regional cash prizes to go around. So we will come back in about 5 to 7 minutes with the prize distribution. I'll hand it over to one of my colleagues from the NISM. But thank you so very much. And it has been brilliant quizzing with you. Thank you so much. You can carry on down, and congratulations. Very, very nice.
Start with the second runner-up, which is School of Economics, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore. We call upon Ananya Mishra and Gargi Mishra. And also, if your faculty members are here, please come along with them. We also have this thing. First runner-up, is it there? Indian Institute of Management, Indore. Please come up on stage. Madhav Goyal and Aryan Jain. So, do we have with us Institute of Professional Studies, Devi Ahilya? Are the students here? Okay, so they are first, Nilesh Chabria and Rajeshwar Nigam. Please come upon with your faculty member also if they are here. Thank you, sirs. So I'll just announce it top, basically the teams which are moving to the NISM campus for the grand finale. And post that, we would like to felicitate our Symbiosis faculty, so I would request you all to be on stage. So IIM Indore is moving for the grand finale. NMIM is School of Commerce. Third is School of Economics, Devi Ahilya. Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research. Then we have International Institute of Professional Studies, Devi Ahilya. MB Khalsa College, Indore. St. Aloysius College, Sadar, Jabalpur. Prestige Institute of Management and Research. VIT Bhopal University and IIT Indore. So these top teams will be moving to the grand finale. I would request Kun sir to please felicitate Dr. Ram Singh from Symbiosis. Dr. Ajit Tomar. Dr. Ajit Singh, Dr. Pooja Talreja, Dr. Jolly Shushma. I think we can line up if you're there. Dr. Jolly Shushma, Dr. Megha, Dr. Anupriya, Dr. Pankaj, Dr. Rajendra, and Mr. Manoj. Dr. Jolly Shushma. Thank you so much, everybody. I would also like to acknowledge the students' contribution here. I'll just read out their names. Nandini Palewal, Khushi Singh, Aditi Dubey, Devya Agarwal, Apurv Gurjar, Hitesh Sharma, Manch Aurasya, Piyush Gupta, Kanika Saraf, Himanshu Kumar, Sidesh Chekhe, Nishika Maheshwari, Dipanshali Khandelwal, Sneha Bundela,
Vishal Verma, Utkarsh Udhehar, and Subhasmita Sahu. So these were the volunteers from Symbiosis who had really helped us throughout the event. Thank you so much for this. And on behalf of NISM and SEBI, we would also like to record our vote of thanks for the students and the faculty members for traveling long distances and making it here. Thank you so much for your cooperation and your support. Symbiosis University of Applied Sciences Indore for letting us use their beautiful campus, and to the senior management, faculty members and other support staff. We would also like to thank our market infrastructure institutions who had put up the student engagement stall for students, NSC, NSDL, and also AMPHI. And last but not the least, of course, our event management company, Recon Limited, and of course the support extended by everyone here. So just let's conclude the session, the entire quiz show today, by our national anthem. May I please request all of you to stand.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय